Hey guys, Sean from BLOT Gaming here. Today I'm showing you guys the latest DLC from Grim Dawn, well, the only DLC at the moment, called the Crucible. I'm here with one of my friends who I started Grim Dawn with back in the days of early access. Before we get started, I'll show you the shops and merchants we got here. Pretty much everyone's the same. Your spirit guide, who you can respec, the peddler, who's basically just the shop. The only new one is this dude, Taralia the Immortal Archmage, who you can spend tributes at to get more devotion points, and I'll explain tributes shortly. Over here you've got your blacksmith, who, makes stuff for you, your smuggler, who holds everything in your stash, and the inventor, who I believe, if I remember rightly, does all the socketing in your items for you. We've already earned a couple of tributes. As you can see, we've got 28 up in the top there. So we're actually not going to start from the start. We're going to spend a few tributes to immediately start at wave 50. So let's get this underway. So basically, it's a wave-based game. Enemies will come out at you from all of these directions, and you pretty much just have to fight them off. It's relatively easy for the first few waves, and it's every 10 you get a break. You can decide to set up some traps or spend some devotion points, some tribute points on other things. Should have bought some traps actually. I'll buy some shortly actually. Can I do them? No, you have to do them in between waves. Alright. And as you can see up the top there, wave 4, even though I also start at wave 50. Maybe it's just the difficulty of wave 50. You've got a combo multiplier there and a time limit which you have to defeat each wave in. If you don't defeat it in the allotted time, your combo will disappear. Pretty simple stuff. Do not go inside the green nasty. The green nasty will hurt you quickly and you will die. I actually had to go in there at some point when I was playing yesterday because the enemies wouldn't come out of it, so I had to sacrifice myself to go in there and beat them up. Like I am right now, because sometimes the enemies just decide to be idiots. They're all shown as stars on the map, which can get a little confusing when you start fighting the champion enemies. You'll get champion enemies like you do in the campaign, really. They're even the same ones. You'll fight some bosses and champions you've already fought in the campaign, and once you've killed them, they will give you extra time on your wave time limit to finish the wave in, so you don't lose your combo. So it's always good to go for those guys first, if you can. Don't seem to have one yet, which is a bit odd. Also a bit weirded out that it says wave 9 in the red there. It does actually feel like we've started from the start, even though I hit wave 50. Oh well. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I've built my character basically to just survive. Here's a boss. He doesn't have a star above his head because he's actually like a boss, not a champion. So kill him. We just got a bit of extra time because I think our time was in the red just then. And yeah, that's the 10 waves up. You get the little glow to show that you're finished. Vital Essence here to fill up your stuff down here that helps you regenerate your health. And let's build some defenses. So we know what we already want to build because we discussed it beforehand. So I'll build a vanguard here. And you'll build that. Build a fire one here. And I reckon let's go a Stormcaller. That'll be cool. So the way we usually do it, we usually hang around down the bottom here. These two bump up our defense and offense. This one is giving us defense, so if we stay here we are more defensible, and if we go in this one we are better at attacking. So we camp down here, the enemies run through our damaging traps, so they're already a bit hurt when we get there. And you do that by spending tributes. Tributes you earn from completing sets of 10 waves, which you can use to either buy your traps, upgrade your traps, or buy devotion points from the Torellia, the Immortal Archmage lady I was showing you just before. Basically, I haven't actually reached the end of the Crucible yet. I believe there's 150 waves, but I don't know that from my own experience. The highest I've gotten to, I think, is about 120, 130 maybe. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, here you go. This is a guy with a star above his head. He's a champion. He'll give you extra time. So it's a bit confusing when you see all the stars on the map. You won't know if there's a champion unless you're actually... unless he's actually on the screen with you. Like this guy, he's huge, but he's not a champion. He's just a normal troll dude. Yeah. As I was saying before, I've built my character tanky as hell. Basically, he's just meant to survive everything. If I get hit, I do something. If I get criticals, I do something. If I hit, I do something. And my friend down here has built a shooter and occultist. So guns and kind of sorcery, evil, necromancy kind of stuff. So she summons pets and stuff, of which I can't see any at the moment. I think they may have died. Nope, there you go. Crow and a bloody puppy. And I've gone a warrior and battle mage, so I go in, smack people, and cast some spells. Pretty much always defensive spells, so I don't die. I'm pretty good at not dying. Until the later waves when we get absolutely overwhelmed and destroyed. Oh yeah, and then you got that dude, the Crucible Master, I think he's called, who's pretty much always insulting you no matter how well you're doing. These people do better. This guy tried the same thing, I haven't found his body in a while. Dude, like, we got like almost to the end. Maybe we're actually pretty good at this and you want to calm down. There you go. Now we've got a skull on the map, which means boss. Two bosses, actually. Moneybags Martin. I remember fighting him. You fight him after you unlock the left area of the town. And who's this other guy? Nicholas Balthazar. I remember the name, don't remember who he was. There we go, that's another set of 10. I think I might have screwed up. I think it's actually gone to wave 20 instead of... Oh well. And you can also, as you can see here, you can wish to just bail now if you want to collect your reward, but you can keep going and you can collect your reward when you die anyway, so there's no reason to not keep going. Unless, of course, you have to actually, you know, stop and go do other things like a respectable human being. But yeah, every 50 waves, I know that you can spend some tributes to restart, which is what we tried to do at the start, but I'm not sure it worked. I don't believe it did. Yeah. Basically, this is a game mode that you play once you've pretty much finished with the campaign and you want to just grind. If you have played, you know what devotion points are, but for anyone who doesn't, throughout the campaign you'll find shrines which give you these things called devotion points, funnily enough. And you basically go to a screen where you see all these different like star signs, and you sink points into them and they give you extra stuff and skill points and all this stuff. Not skill points, sorry, abilities which you can bind to other abilities to level them up. You can only get a maximum of 50 from the game. I think it's something like 25 in one campaign run, but then you can get another 25 in a second run on a harder difficulty or something. But then this allows you to earn tributes to then spend to buy more devotion points. You need 25, I think it was, to buy one devotion point, so it's quite a lot. Because what is it, you only earn like 4 every 10? So you've got to finish at least, like, I don't know, 60-ish waves to get enough to do one devotion point. Thankfully it's not shared though, So I'll get 4, she'll get 4, we can both buy a devotion point. That would suck if it was shared. We're on the map here called Crucible of the Dead. There's apparently 4 maps. I've only actually ever been on 2 of them so far. The first one was on this map. The second game was on a 3rd map, which is like all grassy, and it has cliffs and rock walls that are a little bit harder to pass around. So it actually makes killing the enemies in the time limit a little bit harder, because you have to walk around stuff, whereas this, you can just go from one end to the other without a problem. Yeah, I'm interested to see what the other 2 look like. This is the easiest one so far, because, you know, as I said, you don't have to walk around stuff. Here's another champion. Brother Hendrik burning. Once you get to, I think, is it wave 40? Wave 40, you start unlocking the mutators, which don't change a lot, to be honest. You'll hardly notice them. They'll do things like buff you in one way but hinder you in another, or just simply buff the enemies. And the higher up you go, the more mutators you'll get unlocked in one go. So yeah. Ah, here we go. Wave 30, sorry. We got a mutator, let's see what it does here. Homewarped. Monsters have greatly reduced spell cooldowns and increased casting speed, but deal reduced physical damage. So they're basically awesome at doing spells, but they kind of suck at dealing basic damage to us. Which is fair enough. I mean, I don't see them casting off spells that often, but whatever.
If your strategy is to fail, you're doing a splendid job.
That's not very nice. My strategy is to win, and that's what we are doing. Alright, so as you can see, it's obviously gotten a lot more hectic here. Whole bunch of beasties to defeat at once. Pretty much a boss every wave, at least one. The Sentinel again. He is difficult. Well, it was last time at least. And, oh, yep, close to dying. Death is claiming me. Run away from the green poison. We got 3 mutators active now instead of the 1 that there was before. So it's pretty intense right now. Oh, my comrade has died. It's just me. I'm all alone. Can I do this? Can I do this? Probably not. No, probably not. No. Oh, oh, I'm getting there. Getting there. Come on. Smacky, smacky, smack, smack, smack. Oh god, this guy's health regen is painful. Haha, there we go. On wave 100 now. Let us finish this. Come on. Oh, level 72. Oh, he's insane. Elder, the Storm Scourge. Just him left, and then time for treasure. Come on, die, 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 die. Death. Sweet, now we can resume on wave 100 in this Crucible. I mean, it was supposed to work before on wave 50, but it didn't. So, let's collect our rewards instead. Finish there. Come on, open up. Yeah, we get it. You have to be dramatic. I want my monies. So you get all these chests. Conqueror's Trove. Weird thing. Ugh, greens. Greens are useless. Oh, there's a blue. There's another blue. Oh, and another blue. 3 blues. Cool. I mean, I'd like some purples, but that's fine. So yeah, basically you can take any character you've made in the main campaign into this Crucible in order to loot farm and XP farm and grind for devotion points and everything. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, feel free to subscribe to BLOT Gaming for more, and I'll catch you next time around.